Decluttering and Downsizing Secrets. What you really need to know. Today, I will share 17 important things, from the surprisingly good to the discouraging bad, to the ugly mistakes many people make, the 2 biggest misunderstandings, and finally, the 5 secrets that truly make this journey successful. This is not just about throwing things away, but a deeply emotional trip, with tears, with joy, and with life-changing moments. You will hear why a smaller home can bring greater freedom, why many people wait too long to declutter and regret it, and the simple secret that helps you start without feeling overwhelmed. I agree that downsizing can be hard, but I believe you will be surprised by the benefits and the relief it brings. At the end of the video, I will leave a message that may change how you see your own home. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you find this content helpful. Your support is what motivates us to continue sharing more meaningful things. Thank you for being here. Now let's begin with the first group. Let's start with the best things that downsizing and decluttering bring. I will name each one so you can remember and picture them clearly. Then we'll move on to the bad that few talk about, and also the ugly, the mistakes that make many people give up. After that, I will share 2 common misunderstandings that many fall into. And finally, we'll go to the 5 secrets of success, small steps powerful enough to change the whole journey. Altogether, there are 17 points, spread across 5 groups. Each point will be named clearly. Good 1, good 2, then bad 1, ugly 2, so you won't get lost in the information. I believe that when you finish listening, you will find at least 1 point that fits your own situation and know exactly where to start. So, let's begin with the first group. Good 1, a simpler life. When the house has fewer things, you immediately feel a clear change. No more suffocation when you open the door. No more sighs before a crowded room. Helen, who downsized after 30 years in a big house, said that in just the first few weeks, she felt like she had put down an invisible burden. A simpler life means you don't need to keep track of hundreds of scattered objects, and you don't worry about losing things you rarely use. For older adults, this simplicity is even more precious because it brings comfort both physically and mentally. Moving easily, no tripping, and each day passing more gently. Good 2, a smaller home but peaceful and orderly. A smaller home does not mean lacking, but being just enough. Helen moved from a house of 4,800 square feet to an apartment only 1/5 the size, and what surprised her was that everything became much easier to manage. Every item had its place. She no longer spent hours looking for a spoon or a notebook. That tidiness created safety and peace, especially needed for seniors when memory and strength are not what they used to be. When the home is organized, the heart is calmer, no longer unsettled by clutter. Good 3, more time, money, and freedom. Downsizing is not only about the house, but also about clearing the schedule and the budget. When Helen cut nearly 80% of her belongings, she no longer spent hours cleaning, no longer needed to buy more storage, and utility bills dropped noticeably. These savings turned into freedom. She had more time to visit children and grandchildren, more budget for travel, and better health. Seniors often value time and energy the most, and downsizing gives them back both. Instead of being tied down by stuff, they can freely enjoy life. Good 4, better quality of life. The most surprising thing was that after downsizing, Helen felt happier than ever. A home with fewer things helped her sleep better, breathe easier, and find joy in simple things. Without worrying about piling up, she could focus on what really mattered: health, relationships, and soul-nourishing activities. Helen shared, "I once asked myself, why didn't I do this sooner? I thought I needed many things to be happy, but happiness came when I let go." Her story proves that downsizing does not take away, but gives more. More freedom, more peace, and more time to live for herself. Group 2. The bad. The emotional roller coaster. Downsizing is not always easy, and Helen is clear proof. She once described the experience as an emotional roller coaster, going up and down constantly. One day, she felt relief throwing away a pile of old newspapers, but right after, she cried when touching her late husband's handkerchief. The mix of worry, fear, regret, then joy and peace made her want to stop. Seniors often tie memories to objects, so the feeling of loss when letting go is very real. Helen said sometimes she asked herself, "If I let this go, am I letting go of part of my life?" And that question made her confused and even exhausted. But once she realized those feelings were normal, she found a way forward. She started small. One kitchen drawer, one box in the living room. Each small success showed her she could continue, and little by little, sadness gave way to relief. The lesson here is, downsizing is not about fighting emotions, but about walking with them. So each small step takes you out of overwhelm and closer to freedom. Group 3. The ugly. Ugly one. Trying to do everything at once. Helen once thought she could handle the whole house of thousands of square feet in just weeks. But the more she worked, the more exhausted she became. Stuff was everywhere, and she almost gave up. This is a very common mistake, trying to clear everything at once instead of breaking it down. When Helen switched to a different approach, each day focusing only on one drawer or one shelf, she began to see the difference. Although slower, she kept her strength and no longer felt overwhelmed. Downsizing, like climbing a mountain, requires steps, not a sprint. Ugly too, trying to do it alone. In the first month, Helen cried nearly every day because she carried all the work herself. She thought this was her job and didn't want to bother anyone. But her strength couldn't keep up. Memories weighed her down, and finally she asked her daughter and some close friends. What surprised her was that with company the work became much lighter. They laughed together, remembered stories, and even the tears felt less heavy. For seniors, asking for help is not a weakness, but a way to save energy and turn hard work into warm memories. Ugly 3. Bringing too many things into the new home. Helen had cut 80% of her belongings, but when she moved to the apartment, she still brought more than needed. The result was a crowded, hard-to-organize space. This is an easy trap. We think we let go of a lot, but still keep too much just in case. Helen spent more months letting go again, this time more decisively, so the new home was truly open and neat. The lesson is to measure space and capacity before moving things. Don't let the new place become a smaller copy of the old one. Ugly 4. Waiting too long to start. Helen postponed for years because she feared facing the clutter. When she finally had to downsize to move, pressure piled up, tight time, declining health, high moving and storage costs. Looking back, she regretted not starting sooner. For seniors, each delayed year may take away the chance to live the rest of their lives in relief. Starting early not only reduces stress, but is also a gift to children and grandchildren, so they won't have to handle a mountain of stuff while grieving. Ugly 5. Continuing to buy more things. Another mistake was keeping the shopping habit. Helen once called it a dose of comfort on lonely days. But new things never filled the emptiness. Instead, they made the home heavier. After many times of self-blame, she started asking herself, "Do I really need this? Or am I just buying to cover up feelings?" When she learned to stop, she found not only more money in her wallet, but more lightness in her heart. Letting go of mindless shopping was the turning point to maintain a simple life. Group 4. Misconceptions. Misconception 1. Decluttering is nothing but stress. Many people think that clearing out belongings only brings exhaustion, tears, and pressure. In truth, yes, at the beginning, those feelings may appear. You may feel overwhelmed by the piles of stuff, and you may cry when touching an old keepsake. But that is not the whole journey. When you start with a small corner and gradually see results, the stress gives way to joy. A tidy drawer or a brighter corner of the room can bring a small sense of victory that keeps you going. For older adults, the important thing is to recognize that stress is only the first step, while most of the process will bring relief, safety, and pride in oneself. Misconception 2. Downsizing is only for extreme minimalists. Another misunderstanding is that downsizing means becoming an extreme minimalist, keeping only a few items and living in a state of shortage. But downsizing does not force you to cut down to extremes. It only helps you keep what is truly necessary and meaningful for your current stage of life. You can still keep your favorite things and familiar items, but let go of those that are long unused. Downsizing is about balance. Not too much to cause disorder, but not too little to feel deprived. The key is that your home reflects who you are now, tidy, safe, and just enough. Group 5. 5 Secrets of Success. Secret 1. Start small. Many people fail because they want to clear the entire house at once and quickly burn out. The first secret is to start small. Just one drawer, one box, or one bookshelf. When you finish one small task, you feel lighter and gain more motivation. Each small success is like a brick-building belief. I can do this. Especially for older adults, starting small helps avoid fatigue and preserve energy. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day can build a lasting habit without too much strain. Secret 2. Clear sorting. A very useful method is to prepare 3 boxes. Keep, give, toss. When you hold an item, you must decide immediately. No delay, no putting it off for tomorrow. This method trains decisiveness and gradually builds decluttering muscle. The more you practice, the sharper you become at choosing what to keep or let go. After a while, decisions feel natural, not heavy. The home then clears bit by bit, without overwhelming you. Secret 3. Acknowledge and accept emotions. Letting go is not only about material things, but also touches emotions. You may cry when setting down an old shirt or a photo. This is normal. Memories are not in objects, but in your heart. When you accept that you are not losing memories, you feel lighter. Allow yourself to pause, breathe deeply, then continue. Many seniors realize that when they let go of an item, they are not losing part of life, but choosing to keep a simpler, clearer version. Secret 4. Focus on freedom and clarity. A tidy home is not just easier on the eyes, It also shows you more clearly what you live for and who you spend time with. Without clutter controlling you, you have more freedom to focus on health, relationships, and personal joy. Freedom in later years is not about traveling far, but living in a safe, open, easy-to-use space. This clarity brings peace. You know where everything is, you can manage your home, and you are no longer ruled by stuff. Secret 5. Declutter the mind, not just the house. Downsizing is not only about the home, but also about clearing the mind. When you let go of unneeded items, you also let go of worries and regrets tied to them. An empty drawer not only gives space for storage, but also creates mental space. And that space helps you see clearly what you need, what you want, and how complete you already are in the present. Looking back at the entire downsizing and decluttering journey, I see this clearly. It is not just about throwing things away, but creating a home that reflects who you are today, a tidy, safe, and light home, where you can move freely, breathe deeply, and enjoy each day without being bound by old burdens. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to finish everything at once. Just start small, with one drawer, one box, one bookshelf. Each small step is a gift to yourself, and also a gift to your children and grandchildren, so they will not carry extra worries later. Remember that what you keep today is not only objects, but also your choice of how to live the rest of your life. Simple, safe, and more peaceful. Thank you for staying with me until now. If you find this content helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment so I know you are there. Your support is priceless, and we will continue to share more meaningful things to create lighter homes and lighter lives.